Welcome back to the Wormhole Extremists. My name is David. I'm with Evie.
Hello.
And Nicole.
Hello.
And we are on Nasia, also known as Vancouver.
Yeah, it's the Bunsen Lake in BC.
Okay. This is one of the coolest glider sequences
This
of
is
the show.
such a good introduction to season
it's just
two.
straight into the action.
Yep.
I could feel you trying to do the intro there, David, and just like trying to get through it quickly.
I
we
know,
can start
because it's a
talking
great
about what's
opening
going on.
sequence. There's no time to dilly-dally.
Stargate
Yeah.
does a lot of that, so
This is a great mix of stock shots and, new shots. So
Yeah, it's so well done. You barely notice it as well.
It was just high octane, just right off the bat.
And they use this for the intro
we're like
at some
not
point as
even
well.
a minute in.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, Raj Luther said someone should make a spreadsheet with all of our ratings. Oh, we have someone on that already.
Anthony's doing that.
Anthony's doing it. Yep.
Yeah.
I love this. It reminds me a lot of Chulak from Children of the Gods. A lot of nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a very similar exercise.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some good makeup.
That's a lot of burns.
It looks real. It looks very realistic.
I love that he said that. He's alive, but he's gonna wish he wasn't. It's like, yeah, that's gonna be painful recovery.
Yep.
Oh, here we go, guys. Everything is about to go terrible. Oh, I love it. I'm so excited.
Ugh.
It's
Well
so good.
done.
Like
I
hearing
remember
it
that
and
just
seeing
like
it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
I remember just thinking she was absolutely screwed.
Yeah, she's
When
screwed.
you hear and see it, you're just
She's
like,
Kowalski'd.
what? Yeah. Like, how are they going to come back from this one? And that's what's great. Stargate always does that with its episodes, It's always going, oh, how are they going to come out of this one? And they're going to make it, but like, how? Jed Ted said, did Daniel wear the bucket hat before this? Yes, I distinctly remember him wearing it in Narmalaya. Wait, I thought he wore it in...
There's a couple. Wasn't
Thor's
it
hammer and
Thor's
stuff.
hammer? Yeah, pretty sure. I didn't see any Jaffa.
Well, everyone was coming in screaming, so...
Yeah, coming in hot.
For sure.
And Jack gave him a little point being like, hey... Oh, this episode is so dramatic. I love it. Like, I can't wait for all the shouting and the pointing of guns to begin. It's going to be great.
So obviously, you've already mentioned that this is the key episode that introduced the Tok'ra and Jolinar.
Yep.
It's also the episode that marks the second mention of the System Lords as the Goa'uld leaders.
Yeah,
The
Interesting.
first
Wow.
was Thor's
Yep.
hammer.
Wow.
So far, we've only heard about Apophis Ra and Nirti. We also learned that the SGC has grown to 12 teams. And
Correct.
we obviously learn a little bit more about symbiotes and that they can enter a host without leaving a scar. And Goa'uld can control a host without making its presence known.
Yep.
And we also learn that Goa'uld can voluntarily leave a host without killing it. And the last thing that we learn that Dr. Fraser's first name is Janet.
Wow.
Whoa, really?
Yeah.
Janet now?
Those are great.
Oh my God. These are some great things coming up.
I know. It's a fantastic episode.
It is.
I also have a lot of backstory on Jolinar and Nasia from the season 2 roleplay book, Friends and Foes.
Cool.
So I don't know when you want me to weave that in.
When it gets light on comments.
Yeah, probably. There's some quiet moments in the hospital.
Nah, they were going after something.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
Cassandra's coming back in this episode.
Correct.
It's Katie Stewart's last episode as Cassandra.
Correct.
Yeah,
then
then the
Colleen
girl from
comes back in
Spain.
season 5.
Yeah.
Exactly. And I didn't realize that Peter LaCroix, who plays the Azrak, I didn't realize that he also plays Kendrick in the season 7 episode revisions.
Yep.
And
Yep.
it blew my mind. So I was only yesterday years old when I discovered
Yesterday.
The little details you don't get until later.
I know. Because I know there's a lot of repeat actors, but I think I've mentioned this before. I'm pretty sure I have facial blindness, so I just didn't piece it together until I saw the pictures side by side. And another excellent episode directed by Martin Wood.
Isn't the Ashrak in revisions? Doesn't he play like the guy that has the son?
Yes,
No,
he does.
it is.
Yeah.
Yes, I think it is him.
Harling has a wife. Harling has a wife, and the other guy has the son.
Harling.
And they split off in pairs.
Yeah,
I can't remember his
Christopher,
character
Christopher
name.
Heyerdahl's
Kendrick.
character, yeah.
His name's Kendrick.
It is? Okay.
Who, the
Apparently,
Ashrak one or Harling's
No.
one?
Yeah, the Azrak guy who plays
Okay.
the father in revisions.
Palin is Holling's character.
That's it.
Holling's, Christopher Heyerdahl's character. Okay, but we'll get to that in
Yeah.
6 years. And Jelinar's keeping her mouth shut. She's trying to figure out what the heck's going on here.
She looks stressed.
Amanda's playing her very different.
Like, look how upright she is, and
Yeah.
her jacket's open, and
Jack like a little
the
like
attempt
punch
at
in the arm.
camaraderie, Yeah, it makes me so
Yeah.
uncomfortable. Like, don't do that.
It is awkward as heck. So obviously,
She hit him on the shoulder.
Jolana's in control, and she
God.
doesn't know how to handle. Like, she doesn't understand.
But she
the
should have
nature of their
access to her
relationship,
memories,
or-
so...
Well, she should, shouldn't she?
Maybe they're like not all triggering at the right time. So like, maybe she's picking up some stuff that she had with her brother. So she's like, oh yeah, that seems normal.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh, the small abrasion on the back of the throat. Wonder why. She hasn't said it yet, but you know, I know it's coming. This is the episode where I learned what abrasion is. So thanks, Stargate.
Ugh.
Yeah, it looks like it hurt.
That would
But
hurt.
did she just shove that at the back of her throat?
Yeah.
Yeah, just
Oh, that would
like
make
a
me
little
throw
swab.
up. I can barely do my COVID tests, you know? Like, damn.
Well, I had mono when I was
Oh, no.
like 2021, and I
Awful.
ended up having chronic tonsillitis as a result. And I can confirm that that's how they do swabs.
Grim.
So this is the British Columbia Children's Hospital.
Yep.
Love what you said. How come the doctors are shining that little flashlight in her eyes? She likes doing that.
Well, we haven't gotten to window of opportunity yet.
I was going to say.
Yes.
It's really nice to see Cassie again. I'm really excited to see her.
Ongoing story.
Yeah, it's, you know, Stargate is very episodic, but having all these reminders and characters
Correct.
returning is really important.
What is that about?
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Yeah, I feel like that's
It's
his
he
way
has
of
a
like
tummy ache.
healing. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Anthony Rawling said we didn't start doing our ratings until after Emancipation. So I feel like at
Correct.
some point we need to go back and fix that.
We can, for sure. Whoops.
Oh, this is so cute. This is so. Oh, I
It's
love
very
her.
Cute.
I want to give her a hug.
She's an adorable kid.
I like her sweater.
Yeah, me too.
It is a cool sweater.
Uh-oh.
See, what I don't understand is if Cassie can sense
The knack
the
would enter blood.
Goa'uld, why doesn't Tilk though?
It hasn't happened. It's not been made a story point yet.
Okay.
It happens by like season 5.
Yeah, I also think though Tilk wasn't like close enough. Like he doesn't go and hug Sam every day, and I
Right.
guess maybe he thought that maybe if we make up an excuse, he maybe had a bit of a vibe, but was thinking maybe Junior was acting up a bit.
Yeah. You may have
You
to.
know?
Yeah,
he-
maybe.
He does have to get like pretty close. you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, I
because
no longer
Sandra was like
sense the
neck and
presence of a
neck. So
Goa'uld. I'm fine, thanks.
yeah,
So
I do love that Cassie's like, oh, something's wrong. I want Jack.
I'll only talk to Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice that she trusts him.
God, the height difference.
I know she's a short lady and he's a tall dude.
Yeah. She's tiny.
Yeah.
She's petite.
Do they reuse this hospital in other episodes?
I'm sure.
Yes, they've already used it before.
Oh,
I
okay.
can't remember the episode.
I love that he joins her on the floor. It's really cute. Really cool. That's Sam. Dying. I'm dying.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he's like, come on.
Kill you. Yeah.
I think they might have used this hospital in Cold Lazarus.
Yes, that makes sense.
I love how she just draws out the suspense.
Yeah.
Good job, Cassie. You're setting up the episode well.
Yep. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, she just wants to yeet out of there.
Yes, Evie. Oh my god. I love that these two guys are like, Jesus.
She really
Not
should
a
just
loud
be...
character.
And I
Usually
believe in
Yeah.
equality, but like, you know, my first jump to would be like, I mean, is it her time? You know, is she okay? Like, that's what I would be thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Of the month, not menopause. Let's not confuse things. Because women can get really antsy. You know, it's a really bad time for us. Oh, yes.
Oh, that was very shrewd.
What's it, an elephant? Is that the rating she gives
That was
it?
enough to take down an elephant, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at us. Oh, here we go. She's about to turn. So good.
So do you think, has Jolinar like neutralized it?
Nah, it's coming. It's coming. It's
Yeah,
just
it takes a
taking lot
minute.
longer.
Yeah. Well, those two put together, yeah.
Yeah.
Great sequence.
Yeah, I love the way that like Teal'c and Daniel are just so shocked. Yeah, because they were given no warning.
Yeah. I wish my brain would work this well under pressure.
Hogwild said it was using Cold Lazarus, the hospital. He believes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Cold Lazarus. Yeah.
And he says they agreed with me and didn't even notice my post. Yeah.
I didn't know you could do this with a grenade. Wow. You could put the pin back in.
Before it, like, yeah, before everything kind of drops.
Before it releases, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm.
And there's the answer.
Yeah.
What other details do you have, Evie?
So I found this quite interesting. So a bit of Nausea backstory. So apparently Jolinar fled to the planet to hide from the Goa'uld. And in an effort to disguise herself, the symbiote took a new host.
Correct.
Apparently that guy's name is Quinta, while Rosha, the previous host, left the planet by Stargate. And the Ashrak sent to pursue Jolinar fell for that tactic and ended up following Rosha.
So he killed Rosha.
So the Ashrak eventually discovered that Rosha was no longer hosting Jolinar and retraced her steps back to Nausea. Cronus was too impatient and ordered an attack on Nausea in the hopes of drawing Jolinar out of hiding.
So it was Cronus. Okay, that makes sense.
It was Cronus, apparently, yeah. And apparently, I didn't know this, but apparently Jolinar is different from the other Tok'ra. She was not spawned from Egeria.
She's not?
No, apparently not.
Whoa!
She's a turncoat?
She was an underling of Cronus that fought past her genetic memory and grew to oppose her kind philosophically.
I'm sorry, this is a big deal. Why is it
I know
it's because it's not canon. It's
not canon.
It should be.
It's not A
canon.
canon.
So cool.
It's B canon. Yeah. That's
But
really cool.
apparently she attempted to mount a rebellion against Cronus during his conflict with Apophis, but her attempt was foiled when the two system lords joined forces against her. And this would eventually be known as the Rebellion of Malkshaw. So although it was a failure,
Okay.
Oh, so
Jolinar
Jolinar Malkshaw, yeah.
yeah,
That's what she's
although it was
known
a
for.
failure,
Yeah.
Jolinar saw it as like a spark of hope, and it would later form her identity as a member of the Tok'ra Rebellion.
Wow.
That's so cool.
I buy it.
Yeah,
yeah, I'd watch
I
that.
liked it. I really liked it. I was like
That
telling
is-
Adam
yeah.
about it, and I was like all animated, and I was like, "How cool is this?"
Hogwild says they confirmed that Cronus ordered the attack against Jolinar in fair game. I'm not surprised.
Yes. Yeah, because they start talking about the beef that everyone has with each other in fair game, like how Teal'c also doesn't like Cronus for reasons. Lockwatcher says the Children's Hospital was also used for Nicholas Ballard in Crystal Skull, which
It makes
Yeah,
sense.
that
Also.
makes sense.
Yep.
And I feel bad for these people. They've just been like completely moved to another world, and they just, it's quite jarring.
Yeah. So apparently here, Daniel is actually wearing the SG1 insignia off base.
No.
You can see the patch on his arm, on his
Sure
left
is.
arm.
I'll be darned.
And that obviously would be naughty. And we just saw everybody else enter the hospital, and they were wearing those green jumpsuits.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they've just got a bunch of aliens on their planets. People are going to wonder, like, who these people are.
Mm.
I just hope no one asks too closely. As a shipper, I love this moment just because Jack's just having a lot of trouble kind of dealing with the fact that he's going to have to go and interrogate Sam, and she's not,
Sam plus one.
home. Yeah,
Exactly. Or from what they know, there's no coming back from.
Yeah, there's
that.
they don't know of the Tok'ra yet.
Yeah.
Even Teal'c doesn't even consider that as a possibility.
one of my favorite things is that Teal'c's always the one that Sam and Jack lean on whenever like one of them is missing or like in a bad spot.
Mm-hmm.
And then he actually raises that point to them. He's like, hey, you guys equally seem to be like doing this, with each other. It's weird.
Well, he's such a steady, stable person. So
He's a good observer.
Good in a crisis.
Yeah. This is an interesting way for like Teal'c to approach this, Yeah.
Gould arrogance. Do not see your friend.
I love that he's trying to remind his friend that, like, I feel
an
like
SG1 sticker on the door. Look at that.
I feel like they're always like Teal'c never leans too much on people, and people don't really lean on him. And this is a nice moment of Teal'c kind of giving his friend something.
I love this musical moment in this episode. Joel was great.
Creepy.
Yeah,
it's great.
Hey, what's up? Here we go.
Evie, would you consider this a shipper episode for you?
Not really, no.
It is for me.
There are some parts for sure, like sure, like you just said, like him having that moment in the locker room.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's it screams ship episode.
I just get excited when they like touch each other because they never touch.
This is some damn good acting from
This is some damn good, like, lighting as well. The set looks great.
It does.
Exactly. It kind of like perfectly just illuminates one half of her face, which is so symbolic.
Mm-hmm. Not only do I not, I'm putting my arms up.
I'm annoyed that like Jolinar's not being a bit more like forthright. Like
she doesn't know who she's dealing with.
Yeah, no, she doesn't.
But she isn't she is inside Sam, so it's kind of. I wish she'd kind of reach in a bit more. And
that's true, because she'd have, like you said, she'd have Sam's access to Sam's memories, so she'd know who these people are, what they do, and their importance to Sam. So yeah, you would have thought that she'd be a little bit more understanding, but I guess she's been running from the Goa'uld for so long,
Mm-hmm.
on her own, she's
Mm.
maybe sort of reluctant to accept any kind of like quote unquote new allies. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is inconsistent because apparently we find out here that Jolinar entered this man through the back of the neck.
Yes, that's true.
And Tok'ra don't do that.
No, I think there was just wasn't it
Maybe
just a
it's
case
a
of like
moment
emergency?
panic.
Yeah. Just jump quickly.
I don't think that wouldn't have been an emergency at that time. What we just saw was an emergency.
Mm.
I think it's just inconsistent. You know, the Tok'ra came along, 8 episodes later, and they changed it. Oh, Daniel, slow down.
Oh, yeah, a bit more sensitive.
So apparently this woman is in the Waltons. Lockwatcher
Yeah,
says, I'm not sure how Mary Ellen got off the Walton Mountain and landed on another planet.
Yeah, I haven't seen that show, but I did read when I was doing my research that she was.
Interesting. A main character on the Waltons, Judy Norton Taylor.
Oh, Daniel, you put on the wrong clothes, buddy.
I like that he walked past this room, didn't look too hard, and it's like, man, you should have looked a bit harder.
Just a wee bit.
That's another little slight goof, is that he's pulled all this hospital equipment. Why wasn't there an alarm that was alerting the hospital staff to the issue?
Plot armor.
Well, wasn't that a doctor there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
But like he's literally pulled apart, like breathing machines and such. That was
It should have let off some sort of alarm somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yummy.
Yeah, gross. That my gag reflex. Oh, we could not take that. No.
Can you imagine keeping that?
Definitely not.
No.
I would not. No. Out of all the places I could store that, it would not be in my throat. Okay, just saying.
Yeah.
There's a reason you have to bend over and cough in prison. Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't a doctor just come in? So the doctor did come, but it wasn't for that. There weren't any alarms, so yeah. I love that when did he have time to wrap this doctor up and stuff him in this bed,
Between these two scenes.
He assumably has no medical experience, so how did he perfectly attach all of the equipment?
Yeah, it's a little far-fetched.
It's okay, we look past that.
Yeah, I would just put the body in the bathroom and be done with it.
Dan Ben said, I thought the blending process didn't happen because Sam was fighting it and didn't let the Tok'ra take complete control. No, but they have scraps of each other's essence,
Mm-hmm.
Like they know something. That's the only reason I wish Jolinar kind of reached in a little bit more, grabbed some memory.
Yeah, we can leave.
Lockwatcher just said maybe the guy was using the healing device under the bandages. Maybe that's what was the glow.
Mm.
Yeah, maybe it was in his stomach healing him. Yeah, and then he threw it back up.
I wonder if Jolinar would have... I guess Jolinar would have actually left Sam once she got off-world.
Yeah, I feel like, she wouldn't just keep her. It's just rude. It's funny that no one believes Jolinar.
Yep.
Is it ever confirmed that this is Jolinar or Sam?
I think it's Jolinar.
I think it's Jolinar as well. Jolinar's not willing to let go and let Sam in.
Yeah.
I don't think she'd let her. Not in this moment.
Because watch the reaction now.
Yeah, just the complete sudden switch.
And then it just switched back. Yep.
I'm just making my rounds.
So another thing, surely this guy is the Ashrak would be a Goa'uld as well, wouldn't he?
Yes.
So why can't he sense the symbiote? He's using this machine to scan everybody.
Wait, is he? He
is a Goa'uld. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
he's a Goa'uld.
So why can't he sense the Naquadah?
I don't know.
Look, Evie, Don't ask
Because
him.
if he just stands next to him in the shot and then he walks away, we'd be as an audience going, "What the heck?"
Yeah. Yeah, I think definitely we needed it just to understand what his job
weapon
is.
too.
Yeah. System Lords. Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to get to those season 5 episodes.
Of course there is.
Why didn't she lead with this? Why didn't she lead with "I'm
Right.
part of the Tok'ra"?
Honestly,
she
so
didn't-
frustrating.
Well, I don't think she trusted the humans until she started talking to them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Pleasure to meet you.
Uh-oh.
The way he's just like absolutely cacking himself, I love it.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, what? I love it. It's really funny. Tilk often doesn't deliver much information about other stuff until it crops up.
He also, the magnetic strip
Yep,
on his car
wrong
was
way.
facing the wrong way.
Yeah. Wow, thanks for that.
Okay, thanks.
Well, I mean, he can't, even if he was an actual doctor, he can't divulge too much on this woman's like medical history if he's not part of the family. So that would be a pretty appropriate response.
I think it was his indifference in acknowledging Daniel.
Yeah. I don't know. Some doctors have poor bedside manner.
That's true. They kind of suck.
I wonder what it is
Yeah.
that she sees in the blood work that makes her go, oh, that's not,
It's not the same person.
patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have loved to know what the identifier was.
It's Dr. Jacobs. Oh, no.
We have a security issue. Logwatcher just said, Teal'c saying, are you sure I did not mention the Tok'ra? That's what I'm wondering. He just never mentions it before.
Yeah. So do you think he learned of the Tok'ra sort of through
It's a legend.
Apophis? Yeah. Because it kind of makes sense, like if Apophis joined forces with Cronus to, deal with Jolinar, if you want to believe the
I think the Jaffa know just the Jaffa have their legends just like any other culture does.
Yeah.
Because they fought these beings at some point. I don't know if they light her differently in this episode or what it is, but they make her look distinctly different in my opinion.
She looks like all
She looks
kind of
very
like
pale.
intense.
I think they've done something with her
like her
makeup.
jaw looks very like not skeletal, but like you can definitely see like like there are shadows, a lot more shadows, and like a sunken kind of look about her face.
Yeah, I think it's a combination of makeup and lighting.
Yeah, good job them. Enemy of my enemy is my friend, guys.
Sometimes.
And you just never wanted to mention them.
There we go.
Till now.
Braytak brought him up, yeah.
I know they complain a lot about the Tok'ra not being helpful enough, but the Tok'ra did a lot, and got them out of a lot of pickles. So
yeah, well, they were on their own for so many years. So...
yeah, I get why they're just so rude. Like it makes sense.
Yeah, just not used to collaborating. They don't play well with others.
I mean, they're Gould by nature, so
that's true.
There's going to be some common things.
I mean, you do. You just don't realize it yet.
Right. You'll see him. You could say that.
I like that the Marine has made like a little inside joke.
Here we go.
So they know she's been hunted by the Ashrak, but they keep her enclosed in that tiny cell.
For her protection.
Yeah, I guess, but also makes her an easier target.
Right, but they have no, I mean, where else are they going to put her? They have no way to,
It's true.
verify her story. Where else are they going to send her?
I guess they do have guards posted at the door.
Very helpful, Jean-Lenard. Thank you. I mean,
this is what this guy does.
Yeah, see, he is Goa'uld.
Yeah. I really like the speech she gives to him when he finally comes to get her. It's really like kind of powerful. It kind of shows like how dedicated to the
cause,
resistance and cause.
Yeah.
That Jean-Lenard is. It's great.
Yeah, give us something,
Yeah.
Give us the coordinates to your home base.
I would really like her to just say, put me in one of those, like, big jars where you keep me alive a little bit, and then...
Oh, here we go.
I want to know how she knows about Sharae.
Because I think she has a bit of Sam. Like, she can pull some of it without needing...
Yeah, she's got Sam's knowledge.
But how does Jolinar know where Sharae is?
It's an intelligence thing.
I was going to say intel, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, because she probably knows...
Or is she lying, do you think? Is
no,
she
I think they probably
Sam's
know his planet.
She probably has intel on Apophis and his waifu, and then she's probably just seen into the memories of Sam and gone, oh, connect the dots. That
really is a multi-purpose little.
It is.
Yeah, it does a lot
that he's got, right?
Similar to a hand device.
Yeah, it does so many different things.
I like how they keep saying he, and they don't realize that Jean-Lenard identifies as female.
Takes female hosts.
Yeah. Because doesn't Martouf correct Sam later? Because they all assume it's a Jean-Lenard's a male.
Yes.
But they're obviously genderless. The
symbiote itself has no gender, but they choose how they're identified, yeah.
Stargate being progressive back in the 90s without us realizing it.
But we aren't there yet.
No.
No.
Get there one day.
And he's never thrilled with the Tok'ra anyway, because the Tok'ra always have their own endgame.
That's actually something that I've always had a problem with Jack there. I don't know what to call it. Can I call it racism? He just, I feel like he just hates the Tok'ra because they're to him they'll always be Goa'uld. And it's just like, oh, you can't judge just that group because of the other group.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
Jack
fair.
is a product of the Cold War. He hates Russians. He hates the
true.
There's certain
I've always had a problem
with that. He has trouble giving on. Well,
but he's seen so many. He's seen so many atrocities out there in the galaxy caused by
jaded.
The Goa'uld. So it would be very hard to see them or see that species from a different angle.
Yeah, Jack has a lot of gripes that I think, like, personally, I feel like I have to move past them. I feel like I feel like him being in the position he's in, where they're having to like help out other species and make agreements and get along. I feel like it's frustrating that he's so judgy and finds it so difficult to just get over his internal crap sometimes. Like even with the Russians, in the show, that the colonel was it Zhukov?
Yes.
He's all right, he's not that bad.
Well, he's got orders of his own to bring back the IFT.
Exactly. He's just following his own stuff, like Jack is. He can be a bit of a douche sometimes, but that's it, in my opinion.
In Jack's position, he sort of has to consider things from all angles and, assume something is bad. So he's like mentally prepared for the worst.
You know what I will say? Jack isn't a perfect human being, and I think that's important. And I'm glad that he has all these like different personal things, and he's not just a kind guy all around with no problems. It is really good, and it adds depth to character. It just makes me sad. I want him to be happy and not be so salty at everyone.
No, I don't think he'll
he's
ever
had a
truly
lot
be
of
happy.
no,
But
he's
content,
No.
maybe.
he's had a tough
Yeah.
life.
Oh, here it comes, guys. I'm so excited.
It's a cool visual effect.
Yeah. So there was a bit of a poll on one of the Stargate like forums on Facebook about the best speeches by characters in Stargate.
And this is one
And
of
I
them.
think this would have to be one of them.
Oh, this is so good. I always quote this. I'm not gonna do it now, but yeah. I just love that because it's like to the fans of the show who are watching, it's like such a strong indicator of how much she cares about taking down the Gould. Amanda's a brilliant actress because like the amount of stuff they have to fake, and she's always able to give it her all.
Yeah.
Like damn, like I felt that. That looked like
Yep.
it hurt.
Why
are these guys
They didn't see the
listening?
glowing light.
No,
Yeah, they didn't. That is not what he wants to hear. Prisoner
Right.
and 2 guards dead? No.
How is he getting all the military
Nobody.
parlance having come from a Nassian man, though? That's what I don't get. As you were, he's picking up all these things. It's like you were a Nassian man, before you were anything. That's not a military human that Gould Ashrak
Yeah.
is.
Can we just appreciate that Jack just stroked Sam's hair? It was a big deal.
Okay.
I know.
Okay.
And this would count, I guess, as a second death for Sam after the Knox.
To a degree. She's not fully gone yet. She's not fully gone yet, and almost death.
Well, they're performing CPR, so she must be dead.
But isn't CPR like... Is CPR to get the rhythm appropriate?
Well, they got her back now because the pulse is erratic.
But this guy is so suspicious. Like what are you doing here, man?
Yep.
Oh, you missed your opportunity.
Yep.
Good job. They're all like, get out.
Get real and try again. Uh-oh.
It's a good moment.
I like the flashback. I like that they've done that.
Yeah.
I think it's a little unnecessary.
You're going to want to wish you didn't know.
Oh, no, I like it.
Yeah. Here we go again. Jeez.
Isn't this the one where the Ashrak, when he dies, he gets shot, he makes the noise that Jack made with his screeching and broke a divide? It's the same sound.
You're right. That's the sound. Yeah.
When you hear it, you're gonna know 100%.
I'm gonna have one of those like memory flashbacks.
Oh, you enjoy that.
It's when he's throwing himself against the door in Broke a Divide.
Yeah. That's right.
So there's kind of a bit of a goof coming up, sort of. So when the Ashrak shoots the glass in front of Hammond, in between shots, the bullet mark disappears.
Ah.
Yeah, that's
annoying.
That's definitely a goof.
Yeah, there you go. It's gone.
All right. That's upsetting.
I'm assuming it's bulletproof glass.
I don't think it's self-healing, though.
No, I'm not saying that, but...
One big thing. Oh, let's listen to soundbite.
I'm sorry, Daniel.
It's the second one,
and
I think.
a little thing here, like, Daniel isn't knocked out by the Zap Blast. So do you think that's because it's absorbed by 2 people?
Yep.
Yeah.
He didn't get the full dose. Which is why the other guy didn't get knocked out either.
That soundbite was so weird. I always find a way that they reuse that of all sounds.
Dumb question, but thank you. You're welcome.
That's first time getting zadded.
I think maybe.
I'm not gonna lie, right? I'm so used to them all getting shot that I don't even like question that Daniel just got shot with a Zat gun there, and the Teal's asking him if he's okay. Like by season 10, everyone's been shot 1,000 times.
Like almost every episode.
Yeah, it's
Jolinar's gonna do what she said she would.
Yeah, she's good people.
She's good people.
Martouf's gonna be real sad. He's gonna be sad people. The makeup is so good in this episode because her face looked all like sunken in and like ill, and now she just looks like ill in a different way.
And
She looks
she's
so
got no
tired and
color,
weak.
completely drained of color.
She just got murdered.
Yeah.
And then unmurdered.
I love that. You did it, you won. It's like, nah, no, she didn't.
You don't get it.
No, it's great. But I love that act of kindness that Jean did for Sam
The sacrifice
is what has them trust in the Tok'ra and want to seek them out.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's the ultimate
It was the proof.
sacrifice. Yeah.
Yeah. The Gould are not that selfless. Oh, the flowers. Oh, why?
Oh, that's right.
How thoughtful.
The friendship. I don't feel like season 1 Daniel would have done this. I feel like they needed to grow and become even more besties.
Yeah.
Postpartum Gould murder.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Or Tok'ra
It's
murder.
like, I guess it's kind of like almost dealing with the loss of a friend.
Yep.
I was actually putting it more to like almost like losing a child, almost like miscarrying or something.
Piece of herself. Yep.
Yeah. Because having something like die inside you is I can't imagine it being nice.
No, and trying to separate your memories from Jolana's memories, that would be tough.
Yeah.
Which means she will have a permanent Naquita detector.
Vibes.
Yeah.
She'll have permanent vibes. Doesn't she say like, I get this weird feeling when I'm around Teal'c lately? And it's just like,
yes.
Hey,
Don't we
who
all?
doesn't?
Oh, Jet Ted made a really good point. This is a great mirror episode to Enemy Within because it's the second episode of the season, much like Enemy Within was technically. It's actually the third, but technically the second. Yeah, it's really tragic that Kowalski passed away, but with this one, it's really nice. Yeah.
But with a better outcome.
Thank God.
We're moving.
Oh,
she looks
no
like
one
really
can lift
depressed.
your spirits like a child.
Like Cassie. Yeah.
Yeah.
Give her a big hug. Be the big spoon in this.
The little person being the big spoon.
Those are my favorite spoons. The little ones being the big ones.
Yeah.
I'm the big spoon with my boyfriend.
I love this scene.
It's a beautiful scene. Like she can't quite meet her eye. It just
It's the fact that Cassie says you're gonna be
You'll
okay.
be okay.
It reminds me of in Singularity when she's like, "Are we gonna die?" No, we're not gonna die. And it's like, yeah, like you guys have got each other in this weird like motherly daughter bond, but it's not. It's more like a aunt, I guess, in this situation.
Yeah.
Great show.
It's a really honestly. I know that
quality
so many
episode,
problems,
guys.
There are so many little goofs. That's what I mean by problems, goofs. But who cares? Good
you
time.
put that aside for the quality of the story.
Correct.
Yeah.
And the world building that it's doing.
Yeah, it's honestly, it's phenomenal. The Tok'ra, a lot of people I talk to just hate the Tok'ra. Like I've got friends who when they watch it, they're like, "Oh, I hate them," and I'm like, "Well, you know what? I get them. I can't be mad at them, and I kind of love them because they've been around a long time and they're bitter and old. So,
Yeah, we never really find out what sort of happened to them at the very end, do we? They just phase them out. Yeah.
Which is quite sad.
So that's in the line of duty, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.